The real reason you keep falling off track with your fitness goals isn't because you're lazy or you lack discipline. It's because you still identify as the old you. Today, I'm gonna teach you exactly how to shift your identity and make weight loss effortless. By the end of this video, you're gonna know the exact mindset shift I did in order to lose 50 pounds for good. Let's make shift happen. What's up, guys? My name is Elise and I am a health and fitness coach here to inspire you to elevate your life and lose weight for good. On my own health and fitness journey, I watched countless videos like this to find that inspiration and to shift my identity. And that mindset work is such an integral reason and part of why I've been able to lose weight. If you don't know, back in 2019, I lost 50 pounds and I've been able to maintain that weight loss up until now. And I wouldn't have been able to do so without the help of constant reinforcement. And I personally loved watching YouTube videos. I loved the value that they provided. So I'm really excited to hopefully inspire you and provide that same value that I got along my journey. The identity shift that I'm gonna talk about in today's video is crucial for your long-term success and is honestly the key to your weight loss success. Okay. First thing first, what in the heck is an identity shift? Let's think about like Mean Girls, because I feel like everyone knows Mean Girls. So in Mean Girls, the movie, Lindsay Lohan's character, Katie, she is a wholesome girl at the start of the movie, just getting from being homeschooled into public school life. We all know the story, the plot line. So that was her identity at the start of the movie. And progressively throughout that movie, we saw her shift and become one of the plastics in order to fit into that clique. She started wearing pink on Wednesdays. She started putting people down. She started doing what the plastics did, started writing in the burn book. So she shifted her identity. She embodied being plastic until she actually became plastic. And she was a mean girl by the end of the movie. Now, that's an example of kind of like a negative identity shift. Hopefully none of you guys are working through something like that. Hopefully your identity shift is a lot more positive, but that's a good example that I'm sure we all can relate to and know. So today, we're gonna shift your identity. We're gonna start thinking about how you act, how you show up, what you wear. And so you can embody and feel and align with the highest version of yourself and act and do and say until ultimately you are that girl. It's not about faking it until you make it. Well, yes, maybe a little bit at first, but it's really about putting on that hat of your highest version, showing up and being in alignment. Identity is so important on your fitness journey because habits aren't about willpower. Habits are about your identity. So for example, if you're someone that hates working out and you see yourself as someone that hates working out, you're gonna hate working out. If you can start seeing yourself as somebody who's fit and active and fitness is just something that you do and prioritize every single day, that is gonna be who you are and what you do. So it's a matter of literally flipping the switch and seeing yourself as the person that you wanna become, as the person that has what you desire, as the person who's capable of achieving the goals that you have. In my own journey, and I'm about to get kind of deep with you guys, but on my own weight loss journey, I had to get clear on why I had the bad habits that I had, the binge eating, the laying in bed all day, the doom scrolling, the not getting up and working out or moving my body at all. The reason I had those like negative self-sabotaging habits and that cycles and those loops that kept me stuck was because I saw myself as somebody who wasn't deserving, who wasn't good enough. And so, yes, that's kind of a really deep core, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably a similar story, but it was so much more than I like to eat fast food. Like, no, that wasn't really my identity at the time. My identity was, I don't feel like I'm good enough. And so I used fast food as a way to cope and numb out. So that shift in identity, that self-awareness and recognition of why did I have the habits that I currently had and how do I actually see myself? What do I actually feel about myself? I had to get clear on that so I could shift into, you know what? I'm more than freaking deserving. I want to learn to love myself. I want to show up for myself. I want to be that girl. And so that was the shift in identity that I had to figure out, but it came first from understanding why, where, how did these habits and these cycles that were negatively impacting my health and my looks but more importantly, how I felt about myself inside. I had to figure that out first. So before identifying who it is that we are stepping into, we need to get clear on who is the old you. What habits do they have? What toxic cycles are they stuck in that are preventing them from achieving your goals? Who is the old you? What habits are keeping you stuck and why? How do you actually see yourself? Who do you actually identify as now? Let's send them some love, let go of them, and then we can get clear on who is that girl. Who is that fit girl that gets it done? Who is that girl that's confident, that struts her stuff in the bikini on the beach? Who is she? Once we're clear on who that fit version of you is, then we need to align your daily habits with her. What does she do? Where does she go? Write all of those down. Let's get clear on that. And then also, we need to change your self-talk and change your environment. It's not going to change overnight. I'd be lying to you if it were that easy. Even now, I still struggle. I'll have moments of slip up or moments of, negative talk. And I am quicker now to recognize and acknowledge them, let them pass and realign myself. But it's going to take constant work, constant practice to keep yourself embodied and in alignment. When you've gotten clear on who it is that you want to become, then we need to start aligning your daily actions and habits and show up as her. We need to show your body that the old you is gone and the new you is here. You go to the gym, check. That's reinforcing who you are. You wake up at 6 a.m., don't hit snooze, check. That's reinforcing who you are. You track your food in MyFitnessPal, you hit your calorie goal, your macro goal for the day, check. That's reinforcing who you are. You go outside for a walk instead of binge watching TV, check. That's reinforcing the new you. And you are showing your body, your brain that you are that person. More than just your daily habits, we need to align your self-talk. We need to align your environment. How are you talking to yourself? What is the tapes that are playing over and over and over again? We need to be able to let go of those, recognize them quicker, and keep yourself accountable. For me, every hour I realign. Every hour I remind myself of who I am. If I have a bad moment or a bad thought that no longer aligns with me and is the old me creeping in, I catch it quickly and I let it go and I reinforce how I actually see myself now and that's the old me talking. We need to make sure that your friends and the people you surround yourself with are supportive of you. You are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And so ask yourself, would you want to be them? Do they have anything that's admirable to you? Do they add value to your life, or do they keep you stuck and comfortable where you're at? Do they support you if you want to make change? So really identifying, surrounding yourself with people that the fittest version of yourself would hang out with. They don't have time for people that are bringing them down. They don't have time for people with bad habits. Is your space clean? Is your room clean? Do you make your bed every single day? Or do you have clutter all over the place? Is your space clean? Is your bed made? Or do you have clutter all over the place? Take this time to really think about what kind of space the highest version of yourself would live in and be in. What kind of space would elevate you and inspire you to keep taking action? If it's a mess, you're gonna feel like a mess. I've always agreed with the idea that your space, your bedroom, is an accurate representation and reflection of what's going on inside. And on top of that, I've always felt like my physical appearance is an accurate representation of what's going on inside. Except your physical appearance, you can't shove things under the rug or close them in the closet or push them under your bed or tidy it up real quick. No, like your physical appearance is gonna take some time. So as we're working on that, let's also work on our physical space and making sure that our mindset is good and that our space is clean. It's gonna allow you to be more productive and allow you to really feel like your best self. When I started shifting my identity and making that transformation happen, one of the biggest things that I did was how I started my day. Before, I would just roll out of bed 10 minutes before I had to get up and go out of the house for my 9 to 5 job. And so the first thing I knew I needed to do was wake up early, wake up on that first alarm, go work out, meditate, eat a good breakfast, do my makeup, and have a nice morning that is aligned with somebody who lost 50 pounds and has their life together, not as somebody who just rolls out of bed and is miserable and then goes and eats McDonald's for lunch every day. So that was the biggest thing for me when I first started my journey that I needed to shift first. And then that snowballed into everything else. Then I started really researching how to lose weight and what's in food and learning about macros and calorie deficits. So it all combines, but you've got to start. So pick one thing that you know is going to be the biggest game changer for you when it comes to implementation. So start thinking about one small daily change that you can make that's going to help you align with your highest self. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start acting like the version of yourself that already has the results you want. I'm curious. Comment below what identity you're leaving behind. And if you could please subscribe if you like videos like this and want more tips like this. I'm posting every Wednesday and Friday, so 2 videos a week, all on your health and fitness journey, how to lose weight, how to manifest the life of your dreams, and how to shift your identity. This is gonna help reinforce if you're consuming this kind of content, even if it's not mine, but find content that inspires you and motivates you to move the needle and consume that on a daily basis. That's gonna help solidify that shift in who you are as well.